Good morning, class 8. Before this, we studied about secondary sexual characters, also the role of hormones in reproductive functions. So, all this we studied before. Now, next, we are going to study that is reproductive phase of life in humans. So, reproductive phase, some phases we studied in chapter 9 also. Now, we are going to see more in this chapter that what are the phases. Adolescents become capable of reproduction when their testes and ovaries begin to produce gametes. This you studied in chapter 9. The capacity for maturation and production of gametes last for much longer time in males than in females. So, what they are saying, the maturation and production of gametes last more longer in males than in females. So, in females, the reproductive phase of life begins at puberty, that is the 10 to 12 years of age. So, what happened? The reproductive phases begins at the age of 10 to 12 years and generally last till the age of approximately 45 to 50 years in females. Then the ova begins to mature with an onset of puberty. One ovum matures and is released by one of the ovaries once in about 28 to 30 days. So what happened? The ova means the egg begin to mature with the onset of puberty. Onset of puberty means the age we discussed, that 10 to 12 years. The ovum matures and is released by one of the ovaries. So two ovaries are present in the female reproductive organ, and from that one ovum or one egg is matured and is released by one of the ovaries once in about 28 to 30 days. Means 28 to 30 days the one egg mature and it released from one of the ovaries in the uterus. During this period, the wall of the uterus begins thick so as to receive the egg. So this also discussed we in chapter 9. In case it is fertilized and begin to develop, this results to pregnancy. Means when the egg is released in the uterus and the fertilization means we studied the fusion of male and female gametes. At that time it begins to develop, the egg begins to develop, and this results in pregnancy, means the female get pregnant. If fertilization does not occur, the released egg and the thickened lining of the uterus along with its blood vessel are shed off. Means what happen? If the fertilization does not occur, means the fusion of male and female gamete does not occur, the released egg, what happened to that released egg which is released from the ovary within 28 to 30 days, and the thickened line of the uterus along with its blood vessel are shed off. Means that turns or moves to the blood vessel are shed off. This causes bleeding in woman, which is called menstruation. Means what happened? The ovary the ovary release the egg and that is transferred to the uterus, and when the fertilization does not take place, at that time what happened? The egg which is present in the uterus, thick lined uterus, that turns into or moves to the blood vessel, and the bleeding start in woman, which is called menstruation. Menstruation occurs once in about 28 to 30 days. The first menstrual flow begins in puberty. So in puberty the age we studied till the from child to adult and is termed as menarche. The first menstrual flow begins at puberty and termed as menarche, and the bleeding in woman is called as menstruation. At 45 to 50 years of age, the menstrual cycle stops. The menstrual cycle stops, and what happens? Stoppage of menstruation is termed as menopause. The cycle which is going on, when menstruation cycle that stops at the age of 45 to 50, at that time what happen, the stoppage of menstruation is termed as menopause, that is known as menopause. Initially menstrual cycle may be irregular, it takes some of time to become regular. Means whatever the menstrual cycle is stopped at the age 45 to 50, but after some time, initially the menstrual cycle is irregular, it takes some time to be regular. Takes some time to become regular. Then again what happens? Menstrual cycle is controlled by hormones. So this menstrual cycle you studied or you understood what is menstrual cycle. That cycle is controlled by the hormones present in our body. The cycle includes the maturation of the egg. Maturation means growing or developing. It releases thickening of uterine wall and its breakdown if pregnancy does not occur. So if pregnancy does not occur, fertilization does not take place, at that time what happens? The cycle includes maturation of the egg and release. That egg is released in the thickening of the uterine wall and it break down if pregnancy does not occur. In case the egg is fertilized, it begins to divide and then gets embedded in the uterus for further development, as you learnt in chapter 9. So further development means fusion. This egg is begins to divide. The egg is fertilized and it begins to divide. When fertilization takes place, means male and female gametes, the fusion takes place. At that time what happens? It begins to divide and then gets embedded in the uterus. In the uterus they get embedded. All these things we studied in chapter 9 for further development. For further development means for pregnancy, as you have learnt in chapter 9. So now next is, how is sex of the baby determined? Means how the baby we can determine, means boy or girl or male or female baby. So see now, first boy or girl. Inside the fertilized egg or zygote is the instruction for determining the sex of baby. This instruction is present in a thread-like structure called chromosomes. So chromosomes also we studied in chapter 8. So chromosomes are present in the nucleus, cells, and one nucleus is also there, chromosomes are there. So this instruction is present, the thread-like structure called chromosomes. Which instructions? The fertilized egg or zygote is their instructions for determining the sex. This instruction is given by the chromosome, thread-like structure called chromosome. In the fertilized egg, recall from chapter 8 that chromosomes are present inside the nucleus of every cell. So these chromosomes are present in the nucleus of every cell. We studied this in chapter 8. All human beings have 23 pairs of chromosomes. 23 pairs means 46 chromosomes are present in the human being. In the nuclei of the cell, in the cell 23 pairs of chromosomes are present. So out of that, 2 chromosomes out of this are the sex chromosome. Total 46 are there. Out of that, 2 are sex chromosomes, that is named as X and Y in male. X and Y in male. A female has 2, that is X chromosome. 2, both are XX. And in male there are 2 chromosomes, that is X and Y. And in female there are 2, that both are X. While a male has 1 X and 1 Y chromosome, the gametes have only one set of chromosomes. The gametes are having only one set of chromosome, but total 23 pairs are present in the nucleus cell. The gametes have only one set of the chromosome. The unfertilized egg always has one X, but sperm are of 2 kinds. So sperm also we studied in before chapter what are sperms and ovary and ova, whatever. So what happened? The unfertilized egg, fertilized and unfertilized you studied. and you also understood. So unfertilized egg has one X chromosome, but sperm are of two kind. One kind has an X chromosome and the other kind has a Y chromosome. So there are two chromosomes present in female, a male, that is X and Y. I told you before only, and sperms are produced in male. When a sperm containing X chromosome fertilizes the egg, the zygote would have two X chromosome and develop into a female child. So I will explain you by the figure. If the sperm contributes as Y chromosome to the egg at fertilization, the zygote would develop into a male child. So see, these are the sperms Y and X. So sperms are produced in the body of male. Then what happens? If the sperms X, Y and X, these two chromosomes are of female. These two chromosomes are of female and these two chromosomes are of male. So sperm and egg. When Y fertilize with X, then what happens? The male child, that is boy, take birth. And when X chromosome of male and X chromosome of female, they fertilize each other or fusion takes place between this, then the girl or the female baby takes birth. So you understood that sex determination in human. This is known as sex determination in human. Y of male, X of female, the boy takes birth. X of male and X of female, the girl takes birth. Now you know that the sex chromosomes of the father determine the sex of an unborn baby. The belief that the mother is responsible for the sex of her baby is completely wrong. So the mother or the female, they give birth to the new one. But if some problems are taken or some are not getting pregnant or whatever issues are there, so only mother is not responsible for the sex of her baby is completely wrong. So both are responsible, male and female, and to blame her for this is totally unjustified. If someone not giving birth to child, then everyone blaming to the mother or female, but it is not a correct way, it is a wrong way, because both are responsible for giving birth to new baby. So it will be unjustified towards the female that she can't give birth to new one. So this was all about reproduction phase and also sex determinant of baby. So next we'll see next period.